so far. I'm doing great. I'm just enjoying Colorado life. Um, Took a nap a couple hours ago and can't go back to sleep, so I figured I will go live and just share some updated channel updates and some good um, some good information that I've looked at so far on the channel. As you know, I've been on YouTube for about 2.5 months. My goal is to get monetized by the 3 month mark. I'm definitely making a lot of headway on the channel. Today's update, yesterday I was at 485 subscribers. Today I stand at 606. I gained 121 subscribers yesterday. That's the most I've ever had in one particular day. That's definitely showing that I'm doing something good on the channel. What I've done on the channel, being that I have over 800 videos between shorts and long form video, I decided to make a few more playlists. So previously, I had playlists for every place that I visited, and all of the videos were attached to the playlist. Also, a lot of the videos were taking up a lot of space on my phone, so I bought a thumb drive that I can insert to my phone and then plug it into my desktop computer so I can have more space on my phone. That was a game changer because that now gives me the ability just to upload straight from my iMac to YouTube, and all my videos can be stored safely on a thumb drive. After I looked at those changes and got everything off my phone and put it on that thumb drive to put on my desktop, the next improvement that I made on the channel was this. I know that being that I have over 800 videos, you may you may want to look at something in particular and may not want to go through a playlist of hundreds of videos. So what I did today, or maybe an hour or so ago, is I broke down some videos and to simplify the viewership. So if you're someone that just want to look at some good lake views, I went and made a playlist for just all the lake views that I've captured over the last few years, whether it's been at a national park or on a vacation. Now it's in a playlist for beautiful lake views. Being that I've gone to Brazil, Maldives, and Bora Bora, and a few more island trips, instead of you just going to that particular instead of you going to that particular playlist just for Maldives, Bora Bora, Brazil, and etc. If you want to just look at ocean views, I made a playlist with just ocean views that includes Bora Bora, Maldives, Brazil, and etc. So I wanted to make sure that I was breaking down everything. So if anyone wants to look at something in particular, they can. All right, if you joined the live, thanks for joining. I see June. I see okay now. What happened, June? I literally fell asleep a few hours ago. I think and ended up waking up. But as promised, I stated that I wanted to go live during the day, a few days out of the week, and then go live at night a few days of the week. So kind of did that intentional today so I can go live a little later. All right, Mr. Prime Guy, thanks for joining my live. I'm just going over some updated channel updates. The good news is I'm doing great, Jalen. Thanks for asking. I So the playlist is on the channel. It's several different playlists that I have so far. I do have playlists just for places that I visited. So each one of the national parks that I visited all have a separate playlist. So you'll see Rocky Mountain National Park, Olympic, um, Zion. All of those have separate ones. But I also had a playlist with just waterfalls. What I did to just simplify some things is I know you may just want to look at, some people may want to look at just waterfalls at Rocky Mountain National Parks. So I have a playlist now that just has waterfalls in Rocky Mountain National Park. Um, Same thing with Glacier National Park. It's a separate playlist for Glacier, but I also made one just for Glacier waterfalls. So it's just a situation in which I want to provide the best viewership and content for everyone that's coming by my page. And instead of you sorting through 800 videos, I thought it was a good idea to just simplify some playlists so you can just look at just things in particular. You may not want to look at 500 videos in Rocky Mountain National Park. You may just want to look at the waterfalls and the same thing at others. So I've done that just to make life easier for anyone that's visiting my page because I hike throughout each week, throughout the year. I visit a lot of cool places, and I know it's hard to just go in and just go go look at hundreds of videos. You may just want to look at a sample size of certain videos. So instead of you looking at a playlist of 50 to 100, I may just have a simplified one with just 10 to 15 that highlight a lot of the good places that I visited. So you'll see now if you go to my page, you'll see some playlists for ocean views, a be a playlist. You'll see a playlist for lake views, and then being that I've been to a lot of national parks, I have a playlist just for glacier waterfalls, Rocky Mountain National Park waterfalls, and etc. Because that to me gives you the ability to see what you like, and then if you're someone who is that something that can entice you to join my channel, subscribing, I'm all about it as well. I also know that I've came across a lot of wildlife on trailheads, whether it's been deers, moose, elk, monkeys. When I was in Brazil, I made playlists just for that as well. So that playlist would just be wildlife on trailheads. That'll be a part of it. So because I'm noticing that when I upload videos that have wildlife on it, those has been my biggest hits. In particular, I uploaded a moose encounter I had 2 days ago on a trailhead, and within 24 hours, it had over 7,000 views. That's the most views I've ever had in a day. Mind you, one particular video having over 7,000. I'm currently at 13,000 views today by just having by uploading just a few more of the wildlife videos that I've had. On my most recent trip, I ran into two mooses and about four marmots, and friendly encounters for both. And I was able to film a few shorts from it. So I was excited that the mooses didn't do anything crazy and that the marmots didn't do anything crazy. They just sat there and let me film them, which was cool. So I have a few clips that may be between 30 seconds and about a minute or so just to capture that. I know my biggest opportunity right now is watch hours. I'm getting a lot of viewerships and subscriptions over the last week or two. So anyone who's stopped by my page, like, comment, and subscribe, thank you so much for doing so. I do want to make sure that I'm working more on my long forms so I can get monetized. My goal initially was to get monetized within 3 months. I'm looking good regarding subscribers. I just got to now get the watch time. I'm probably about 2,000 watch hours away from having the 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, and then I'm probably about a shade under 400 subscribers away from having the 1,000 subscribers, and then I'm probably about 3,000 away from the 4,000 watch hours. So I thank everyone for visiting my page. I'm very very authentic. I'm someone who likes to just put a lot of the raw material that I capture on trails on the YouTube page. I rarely have edited material. I From time to time I may go to CapCut just to try out a new template to see how it would look with with a particular content, but it's rare that I have it there. I rather just upload the content for its purest form there. So it's definitely mind blowing that I'm able to have some fun, and I encourage everyone that's on the live to have a good balance in life. So I know most people may have jobs or other things that they do, but it's a good idea just to have that balance. So with me on my channel, because I like to have a good balance, so you'll see me hiking from time to time, just exploring a lot of things on trails. So I know when people go hiking, they're just going just to hike, but with me, I look at everything in its totality. I'm looking at the terrain. I'm looking at the views from the mountains. I'm looking at bodies of water, so rivers, lakes, and streams, waterfalls, wildlife, um, wildflowers. So many things that you can see on a trail that most people may not pay attention to. I've been on some trails in which it were cliffs going up or stone staircases right as you're going up, caves. Those things are very appealing to me. Waterfalls is my favorite of all because I love chasing them down. I can be on a strenuous hike, but if I hear water flow coming from a distance, then that motivates me to keep moving on the trail. For instance, I went to the Roosevelt National Forest the other day at the Hezzy Trailhead, and I spoke with one of the park personnel, and they stated that there's a lot of waterfalls on the trail. So I was very happy to see or to hear there was a lot of waterfalls on the trail. So I started the trail, and within 5 minutes, I saw a breathtaking waterfall, and it was a little after sunrise. Yes, I'm a 49er fan. I'm a lifelong 49er fan. I'm also a season ticket holder. So for the last 4 years, I've been a season ticket holder for the Niners. So I fly into all the games during the season. And last 3 years, I've been going to road games as well. So I think over the last 3 years, I've only missed three total games. The only game I missed last year was the Super Bowl. And the year before that, I believe I missed the Thanksgiving game and then the Mexico game. So I pretty much, outside of those three games within the last 3 years, those I've been pretty much had perfect attendance there. So I'm dedicated all day long. I got an Instagram, June. It's Traveling with Promise as well. Same tag as this channel. Still trying to figure out the Instagram algorithm because I've uploaded. I want to say up until a few months ago, I had about 10,000 plus photos there, about 400 something reels, and really wasn't getting any hits or anything on there. So I'm going to possibly look at doing some more research to see how I can make my Instagram successful. But Traveling with Promise is my Instagram tag there as well. So if you want to look at some items, go by the page and look at some look at some content. Definitely do so. But I haven't uploaded there in a while. I'm just trying to figure out what's working well on YouTube, and then if YouTube continues to do what it's doing, I'm probably gonna solicit some help from some other content creators on about Instagram, so I can start getting better at Instagram. So just want to master YouTube first, and then I'll double back to Instagram just to see what I can do to get better on Instagram. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, but I also don't want to overdo it. So I'm hoping once YouTube continues to thrive, I'll probably step back a little bit to focus on IG. But Traveling with Promise with two L's is my same tag. YouTube tag and IG is the same. Yeah, I'm sorry that we lost two. The last three Super Bowls we went to were all winnable games. This recent one hurts a little bit more because we I believe this is probably the best time to get Kansas City, and they didn't have the best year, but it's just sometimes a team just have your number. But I can't. I don't want to outright say that the Chiefs has our number. It just each of the last two times we played them in the Super Bowl, one or two things happened that caused us to lose. So whether it was Ray McLeod fumbling the ball after we stopped him, Dre Greenlaw tearing his Achilles, that was a that hurt us as well. And not knowing the overtime rules hurt us too. I wish that we did not. I wish that we did not accept the ball first, because it just seemed like with Kyle Shanahan, he's a great mind. He has a great mind regarding football, but sometimes when he gets in the biggest moments, he doesn't execute the best the best way that he can. He doesn't. I think when he's under pressure, he tends to be conservative, and it just something that he needs to get better at. Oh man, that's great that you watched it live. If I could afford it, I would have went. Thanks for following me on IG, June. If I could afford it, I would. What I'm thinking about doing moving forward is probably building a Super Bowl fund throughout the year. That way, once the Super Bowl does come, and if we make it, I'll be able to afford at least $9,000 or $10,000 ticket. I do know the upcoming Super Bowl is in New Orleans. Last time we went there, we lost the Super Bowl against the Ravens. So, and then the following year Super Bowl is actually at Levi's. So that'd be cool as well that we make the Super Bowl and play at home. So either way, I would be excited. I just want us to get our sixth championship, just to say we have one more than the Cowboys. At this point, I think we should have had over our whole history of the franchise. I think we should have had at least about 12 or 13 championships easily. The Cowboys gave us some problems in the '90s, and as well as the Packers, but I still think we should have beat the Ravens, and I think we should have beat the Chiefs twice. So at best, we should have been at 8. But who knows? We got a lot of people coming back off of injuries this year. So Hufanga's coming back. Dre Greenlaw's coming back. We picked up a couple more good off-season acquisitions. So I'm thinking that that would actually aid us in getting better as a whole. But if it was something I really would want, I would really want us to get an offensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan is calling all the plays, but I think he really needs help with strategies. And if he could just focus on being a coach, I think that would make life easier for us. But back to YouTube as a whole. Like I said, it's been a huge week for me. I've this week alone, I've gained 160 subscribers, which is the most I've ever had. Yesterday alone was close to 70. So I'm very happy and thankful that everyone is coming by the channel. All right, Esmeralda Avila. It's no problem. Nothing wrong being a Chiefs fans. I like Mahomes and Kelsey. They're great players. We play you guys again this year, so you guys will come back to Levi's and play us in the middle of the season. So I believe if we can get the monkey off our back and actually beat you guys at least once, I think I'll feel better. I'll feel better about that. Oh, definitely. I'll look into that, June. I'm not sure how to set up moderators yet, but I'm with you there. I've seen some crazy stuff that people have been putting in the chat. So I definitely I definitely agree with you there. So I'll look and see exactly what I can do to set up moderators, and I will get you set up as a moderator as soon as I figure this out. So be on the lookout for that there. All right, Cowboys fan. June. We play you guys again this year as well. I I think it's the I don't know if it's our seventh or eighth game this year, but we played the Cowboys again this year. So it's always a good rivalry. I'm glad we've been able to play the Cowboys. I think we played the Cowboys the last 4 or 5 years straight, whether it's been in the playoffs or at Levi's. So that's always a good that's always a good game. Seeing Cowboy fans, but my thing is I'm loyal to a fault. So anyone who stands by their team, I'm excited that you're standing by your team. It just a lot of people, a lot of people are bandwagon fans, and I've seen a lot of people that stated they were Niner fans, and when we wasn't doing good, I knew I could count on my fingers of Cowboy. I mean, not Cowboy fans, but 49er fans, and then when we started getting better, a whole bunch of people just came out of the woodwork being 49er fans. I was like, I only knew a handful of people that were Niner fans. Where did all these bandwagoners come from? Even though celebrities, like all of a sudden, are 49er fans. So I don't know, but it's funny. But if you, anyone else is in chat, I see we got, like I said, we got Chiefs fans, we got Cowboy fans in the chat. I'm a Niner fan. Um, Honestly, I don't know who's gonna win Super Bowl. I'm a biased person, so I just want us to get out six to get it over with. It would be amazing to get our sixth Super Bowl this year in New Orleans because being that we lost there in 2012. It'd be pretty awesome to get it back because what sucks about it is one thing we did have going for us as the Niners organization is going into that 2012 Super Bowl. We was on this franchise that was undefeated going to that Super Bowl. So we were 5-0 prior to that, and the reason why I think we lost that game is we waited to the fourth quarter to run the offense that we ran all year. And once we ran that offense, the Ravens couldn't stop us, but we pretty much waited too long. Then the power went out at halftime. But I think too, being that Ray Lewis said that he was retiring, that kind of gave the Ravens team more to work for. I mean, work towards to send him out in style. If Ray Lewis didn't say he was retiring, and if we ran our offense the way we should have ran it, I think we would have won. But we didn't. So, but it's going to be interesting this year. I think there's a lot of people that's going to. All right, June. Thanks for joining the live. I'll see you on the next one. I think being that a lot of teams are getting healthier and picked up a lot of good off-season acquisitions, it's gonna be a grind. I don't know who's gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I hope it's the Niners, but we have a very tough schedule this year, especially on the roads, and we didn't get any breaks this year, so we got to go to Green Bay in November. I think just before Thanksgiving, and then we got to go to Buffalo the first week of December, which is gonna be cold. I've been to Lambeau a couple years ago when we played the Packers in the playoffs, so I know when I go there this time, I'll make sure I have me a cushion seat because Lambeau has football stands like a traditional high school stands there. They don't have any cushion seats, so I'm gonna definitely make sure when I fly to Lambeau this year, I have a cushion seat that I can sit on. Because when I went there for the playoffs, it was about -20 and very cold. So I didn't sit down at all. And I also gonna make sure I got some hand warmers as well when I go there. All right, Esmaria, thanks for joining my live. I'll catch you on the next one. Buffalo, I haven't gone to Buffalo yet, so I'm gonna take that trip as I get to check two boxes going to Buffalo. Get to go to that been another stadium that I hasn't visited yet, and also I'm gonna go to Niagara Falls. That's been on my list for bucket list for years. So being able to go there is gonna be cool. Miami, we got them on the road this year. So I know we got last time we went to Miami, we lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But that's a stadium I haven't gone to yet either. But I have gone to Miami several times. So I think the only stadiums I get to check off this year is Miami and Buffalo. Let me check the schedule just to make sure. But I think that's the only. I think those are the only two stadiums this year that I haven't visited um, for the season. But I'm excited for the season. I hope that we have a good year as a whole there. I am thinking about going hiking possibly today, so it's a good chance when I get off live that I'm probably gonna get up and go hiking. Not sure where I want to go at today. It could be I could go back to Rocky Mountain National Park, which I've gone there about 8 times within the last month and a half, or I may go to back to that the Hazy Trailhead and hit up the other three trails that I missed. But yeah, just looking at the schedule right now, the three stadiums that I get to check off my list this year is Tampa, Miami, and Buffalo. All the other places I've already gone so far, so I'm excited for the year as a whole. So it's going to be a an eventful year for us, but I'm hoping that the Niners have a good year. So if you are new to the channel, again, I'm Byron. My channel is Traveling with Promise. I have a lot of niches on my channel. So whether it's hiking, chasing waterfalls, sightseeing, and then vacations. I don't have any solicited content on my channel. Everything on my channel is authentic and real, and it's just actual events that I've captured over the last few years. So thanks again for joining my live. I just wanted to go on live just to maintain what I have in place, which is going live a couple times during the week, during the day, and a few times at night. So if you're new to the channel, the new updated channels, I mean, the updates to the channel is as follows. I did create a few more playlists on the channel that simplifies content. So if you want to look at particular waterfalls at certain places, I now have um, I now have playlists for waterfalls at particular places. And I also broke down a few. Been I've saw a lot of nice lakes and oceans. I did break down a few playlists for just lakes and oceans as well. So that way, if you want to just look at that in particular, you can go and just look at lakes, oceans, and waterfalls at particular places. But other than that, it's been a great journey on YouTube. 2.5 months in, and I'm at 609 subscribers. So everyone that's stopped by the channel so far, thank you so much for your support. If you do want to contribute to my channel, besides liking, comments, and subscribing, I do have a cash app. It's Living with a Purpose 20. And any contribution that you make to the channel would go towards um, updating content, whether it's software or different things like that. So again, I'm gonna end this live in a few seconds, but thank you for joining my live and coming by my channel. My channel has a lot of great content on it. Be sure to check it out when you get a chance. I have about 800 videos between long form and shorts. About 2,000 watch hours from reaching my initial goal of 3,000. So definitely, if you can, check out some of my long form videos and playlists so I can get to my goal of being monetized at the 3 month mark, which will be a few weeks from now. But all in all, stay encouraged, stay blessed, and keep your head up, keep up the good work. Godspeed. Until the next one, take care. Yeah.